Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Monday Night Raw is coming right up around the corner, and it is basically put up or shut up time for the March 7th, 2016 edition of Monday Night Raw. We are 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, and there is no time to waste. As of right now, you've got the Shane McMahon versus Undertaker match, which in my mind is sort of the main event of WrestleMania, even though you've also got Triple H versus Roman Reigns. Another big match with a lot of stipulations about what the future holds for WWE. You've got your three-way for the Divas Championship, and you've got Dean Ambrose against Brock Lesnar. As far as I know, this is going to be a little bit of a light Monday Night Raw. No Undertaker, no Brock Lesnar, but there always is for room for surprises. The number one thing that is being pushed for Monday Night Raw is the return of Shane McMahon. He was not used last week, but we did see a lot of things posted from him online. He is taking training classes from MMA trainer Phil Nurse. He's having boxing sort of conditioning, lessons from Jim Quinn, and he also got in a lesson from none other than ECW wrestler Tommy Dreamer. Shane O'Mac has been a guy who's always sort of used a lot of, hook and mirrors and, lots of things in his matches, trash cans, basically anything that he can get his hands on. Shane McMahon has never really been the biggest guy, but he will take down anybody he can by any means necessary. And, lots of times when you think of, Shane McMahon, you think of him jumping off the Titantron. You think of him falling off of the top of the Titantron, being chased by none other than by Steve Blackman. But, this is a real big deal, and we're going to find out, what is going down at WrestleMania. When Shane McMahon was announced and he came back for his return, people thought there was no way in the world that he was actually going to wrestle this match. Well, here we are, 3 weeks out from WrestleMania. If Shane McMahon is going to get replaced, it is going to be on this show. That was one of my first thoughts, was what if Shane McMahon fell down a flight of stairs and was forced to be returned? They could be doing any sort of an angle, but in my mind, WrestleMania needs to be settled up by the end of this show. Do I think John Cena is going to replace Shane McMahon? At this point, I honestly no. Do I think Shane McMahon will somehow have John Cena involved in this match? Either, doing a run-in, coming down and being in his corner. I think that there's a good chance that something like that is going to happen. I think that Cena is somehow going to be involved with this match. Hell, I think The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, anyone, the Mean Street Posse, anybody who's ever worked for the WWE has a shot at being in this match. But, Shane coming out, I don't know really what you can do at this point. I think that 2 weeks ago when you made the match, Shane coming back, really added to it. I don't know if you're just going to have a promo of Shane and none other than Stephanie McMahon, having them just sort of go back and forth against each other in some sort of a promo, basically saying, who loves their dad more or something like that. But, that's about the only thing that I can think of what's going down. I don't think that Shane's going to be wrestling in a practice match. I don't think that Shane is going to be getting physical by any means necessary. But I think a lot of people have a lot of questions about why Shane was all right with this. I mean, Shane says that he wants to own the company. Shane has the goods over Vince McMahon. We're supposed to think Shane has that lockbox with some sort of information that Vince wants, so that way Shane can't come back on any given day and say that he wants to run the company. Vince wants that lockbox, and maybe there's going to be hints that's what's going to be inside of it. Honestly, in my mind, I think this is going to be a lot like WrestleMania 8. Ric Flair saying that he's got the large pictures of, Miss Elizabeth that are going to fall down once he beats Randy Savage, and he's going to show the world. I don't know if he was saying that she was, naked in those pictures or something like that, but, he's definitely saying that they were going to be very revealing. I think that this is some sort of a stipulation that we're never going to get a payoff on. It's just, they mentioned the lockbox once, and that's going to be it. And we're going to see. I mean, honestly, in my mind, I think I got Shane winning the match at WrestleMania. But I think there's a lot of insider talk about Shane basically not being around after WrestleMania. So we'll see what's going down. It's going to be a big Monday Night Raw coming up on Monday.